Beginning to look a lot like Christmas at the 40th anniversary of Woolworths Carols in the Domain.
The stars are out, they've hit the red carpet. We're raising funds for the salvos and celebrating the season.
It's Australia's biggest Christmas party.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go.
Take a look at the 5 and 10, it's glistening once again. Candy canes and silver lanes aglow.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Toys in every store.
But the prettiest sight to see is the holly that will be on your own front door.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. There's a tree in the Grand Hotel, one in the park as well, the sturdy kind that doesn't mind the snow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Soon the bells will start, and the thing that will make them ring is the carols that you sing right within your heart. Right within your
heart. Oh, come on everyone, come sing our song of joy so loud that the whole world can hear us.
How spectacular was that? And coming up, we light up the domain with Human Nature's Phil Burton, Paulini and Samantha Jade on the 40th anniversary edition of Woolworths Carols in the Domain.
Well, thanks for joining us for the 40th anniversary of Woolworths Carols in the Domain. It is great to see you here. I reckon it's the official start of Christmas, isn't it?
It really
Carols?
is. It's one of my favourite nights of the year. It's so special. How often do we sit around and sing and just be joyful?
Yeah, and all be together. Hi to my 7 of my 8 grandkids here tonight as well. Sing up loud, everyone. Now, Nat, last year we lit up the Domain, didn't we, with thousands of LED candles, and it was such a beautiful sight.
Oh, it really was.
Well, Nat, this year I've decided to go one better. I'm going bigger with a capital B.
Oh, no, whenever you do this sort of thing.
No, Nat, this year it's big. It's our 40th anniversary, so I have ordered thousands more candles.
Well, which obviously means we need thousands more batteries.
Good point. My plan nearly came unstuck about then, but I called in my good friend, very bestie, Mr. Energizer.
Your mates with Mr. Energizer?
Yep, he's in the crowd. Thank you, mate, for all your help. We hang out, although I have to admit he always outlasts me. He never stops.
You're really on a roll here.
Yep, I am. Thousands of batteries turned up, Nat, and not just any old batteries, Energizer batteries.
Really? Okay, on the count of 3, let's spread some more Christmas magic and really light up this domain.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
For the
Give us
count.
a countdown.
Are you all ready?
What are we
Okay.
counting down to? Or up to?
3.
3.
Okay,
all
well,
right,
we're ready.
just asking.
1, 2, 3. Oh, yes! Oh, you did it! Oh, now that's a spectacular
How
start.
spectacular is this? Look at all those lights. Thank you, everyone.
Aw.
Just beautiful.
Thank you. What a sight. Thanks very much to Energizer, of course, for helping us light up the domain this year. And actually, I hate to say it, but well done, Koch.
You're welcome, Nat, as always.
Now, we said before all the stars have come out, and our next artist is getting rave reviews for her stage performance in Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat in Melbourne.
Yeah, but she's not in Melbourne tonight. She's got a leave pass to come to our big birthday party.
So come on, everyone, sing along with Paulini and our wonderful choirs.
Paulini and Come All Ye Faithful.
Blessings, everyone. Oh, come, all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Oh, come ye to Bethlehem.
Oh, it really is stunning.
amazing.
It makes me feel like it is Christmas right around the corner, and isn't it? Paulini will be back later, and you can catch her show in Sydney from February. Paulini's just one of the many performers giving their time to support the Salvos here tonight.
Yeah, another one. Our next artist is a proud Salvation Army ambassador and a much-loved regular here at the Domain. She certainly does her bit for the Salvos, and we thank her for us. So sing along with the Australian Girls Choir, Samantha Jade.
The first Noel, the angels did say, was to certain poor shepherds in fields as they lay, in fields where they lay keeping their sheep on a cold winter's night that was so deep. Noel, 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 born is the King of Israel. They looked up and saw a star shining in the east, beyond them far, and to the earth it gave great light, and so it continued all day and night. Noel, 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 born is the King of Israel. Then let us all with one accord sing praises to our heavenly Lord that hath made heaven and earth, oh Lord, and with his blood mankind hath bought. Noel, 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 born is the King, born is the King, born is the King of Merry Christmas!
Oh, Merry Christmas, Sam. That was spectacular. The always beautiful Samantha Jade supporting the Salvos. And she has just released a new EP. Check it out now.
Now, Nat, I found out earlier the Salvos give more than 1 million nights of accommodations to Aussies in need. 250,000 over this Christmas period alone. It's extraordinary.
It really is. Christmas really can be a wonderful time, but also a tough time too.
Yeah, here in Australia, we've gone from bushfires to floods, stress of COVID and lockdowns. We've had it all.
Yeah, so please donate what you can tonight, because you're not just giving money, you're giving hope.
Yeah, give generously. Now, our next guest has been touring Australia with Human Nature, doing sold-out shows all over the place. I only finished at the State Theatre last night, but he promised he'd be home for Christmas, and here he is, true to his word, Phil Burton.
This is for everyone who's missing their loved ones this Christmas. I'm dreaming tonight of a place I love, even more than I usually do. And although I know it's a long road back, I promise you I'll be home for Christmas. You can count on me. Please have snow and mistletoe and presents under the tree. Christmas Eve will find me where the love light beams. I'll be home for Christmas, if only in my dreams. I'll be home for Christmas. You can count on me. Please have snow and mistletoe and presents under the tree. Oh, Christmas Eve will find me where the love light beams. I'll be home for Christmas, if only in my dreams. If only in my dreams. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Coming up, the voice winner Lachie Gill and two of Disney's most loved stars celebrate a big anniversary right here on Woolworths Carols in the Domain. Oh, we hope you're enjoying the 40th anniversary Woolworths Carols in the Domain.
Now, as part of the big celebrations, we added a red carpet event and fans went absolutely crazy for our next artist, the winner of The Voice for 2022. Go crazy one more time for Lachie Gill.
Last Christmas I gave you my heart. The very next day you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. And last Christmas I gave you my heart. The very next day you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. Merry Christmas, everyone. So nice to see you all here. Oh. And once bitten, twice as shy. I kept my distance, but you still catch my eye. Tell me, baby, do you recognize me? Well, it's been a year, doesn't surprise me. Merry Christmas, I wrapped it up and sent it with a note saying I loved you, I meant it. Now I know what a fool I've been, and if you kiss me now, I know you fool me again. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart. The very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. A crowded room, friends with tired eyes. I'm hiding from you and your soul of eyes. My God, I thought you were someone to rely on me. I guess I was a shoulder to cry on, a face on a lover, fire in his heart, a man undercover. You tore me apart, and now I found a real love. You never fool me again. Last Christmas I gave you my heart. The very next day you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. Last Christmas I gave you my heart. Very next day you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. Last Christmas I gave you my heart. The very next day you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. Thank you so much, and Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas, Lachie. Thank you. Now, this year we are pleased to be celebrating our 40th anniversary. But how about this? In 2023, Disney is celebrating 100 years.
Gee, that's big, isn't it? Disney's anniversary will be a celebration of the journey we've all had with them, bringing new experiences and heartwarming stories to life with their beloved characters.
Disney has been a part of all our lives, haven't they, really? And no matter where you are, right around the world, which language you speak, Disney really connects people.
Even I remember watching The Wonderful World of Disney on
Yes.
Sunday night as a family when I was a kid. And now my grandkids, they're into Encanto, Chip and Dale, Cars, Moana. There are so many of them now.
It's amazing, isn't it? Disney wants to thank the generations of fans and families everywhere with a performance by some very special guests, including musical theatre star Chloe Zuel, the kids from the Janice Breen Performance Studio, and some surprise visitors.
I wonder who they could be.
Have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year. I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and when you walk down the street, say hello to friends you know and everyone you meet. Oh, the mistletoe hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you, kiss someone's for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year. Have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year. I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and when you walk down the street, say hello to friends you know and everyone you meet. Oh, the mistletoe's hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you, kiss someone's for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year.
It's so wonderful to see you, Mickey and Minnie, and we're so happy to have you here in the domain with us.
Hiya, folks.
Hello there. Oh, so wonderful to see you all.
I love this time of year. It makes me feel so nostalgic, remembering cherished moments with loved ones, how magical those memories are.
Oh, I just love the holidays. Don't you?
Oh boy, I sure do. It's my favorite time of year.
Well, let's sing a song to celebrate. We're all in a dancing mood tonight. Join us, everyone, in Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree. Rockin' around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop. Mistletoe hung where you can see every couple tries to stop. Rockin' around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit ring. Later we'll have some pumpkin pie and we'll do some caroling. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly, deck the halls with boughs of holly. Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop. Mistletoe hung where you can see every couple tries to stop. Rocking around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit ring. Later we'll have some pumpkin pie and we'll do some caroling. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly, deck the halls with boughs of holly. Rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in a new old-fashioned way.
Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse looking fantastic there, and do keep an eye out for how you can be part of the Disney celebrations next year.
And what about Chloe Zuel? She starred, of course, on stage in Hamilton the musical, West Side Story. She's so talented.
And much more talent to come. Rhonda Burchmore, Santa Claus, The Wiggles, right here at Woolworths, Carols in the Domain. We hope you're loving our 40th anniversary edition of Woolworths Carols in the Domain, Australia's biggest Christmas party. And we're so glad you could join us.
Rhonda Burchmore has enjoyed a wonderful career, but believe it or not, she's actually marking her debut performance here at the Domain.
And celebrating also the release of a fantastic swing-style Christmas album.
So here to perform a song about the man with the bag, please give her a huge welcome, Rhonda Burchmore.
Mr. Kringle is soon gonna jingle. The bells and a jingle and your troubles away. Everybody's waiting for the man with a bag. Christmas is coming again. He's got a sleigh full, it's not gonna stay full. He's got stuff to drop at every stop of the way. Everybody's waiting for the man with a bag. Christmas is here again. He'll be here with the prayers that you made through the year. You'll get yours if you've done everything you should. Extra special good he'll make this December, the one you remember, the best and the merriest you ever did have. Everybody's waiting for the man with a bag. Christmas is here again. is here again. He's got a sleigh full and it's not gonna stay full. He's got stuff to drop at every stop of the way. Everybody's waiting for the man with the bag. Christmas is here again. He'll be here with the answer to the prayers that you made through the years. You get yours if you've done everything you should. Extra special good he'll make this December the one you remember, the best and the merriest you ever did have. Everybody's waiting, we're all congregating, waiting for the man with the bag. You better watch out now.
Oh, I love it, Rhonda Burchmore. Great to have you here at the Domain for the very first time.
Yeah, she's brilliant, isn't she? Now, for our next guest, it's probably their 31st time. They've been such an important part of the very history of this event. They've created so many wonderful memories, whether out here or backstage.
They stand as one of Australia's biggest selling acts of all time, members of the ARIA Hall of Fame.
Are you ready to wiggle?
The Wiggles!
Hello there, g'day.
G'day, everyone.
Hi everyone, g'day. It's so good to see you all. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas!
We're the Wiggles.
Everybody, it's so good to see you. We're going to ask a big favour of everybody. If you're able to, would you like to stand up and dance with us?
Now it's time for everybody's favourite, Baby Shark.
We're also going to sing about the Christmas shark.
Christmas shark.
Yes, Captain. All about the Christmas tree.
Christmas tree.
The star on top.
Star on top.
Wrap the presents.
Wrap the presents.
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus.
Mrs. Claus.
Mrs. Claus.
And ride the sleigh.
Ride the sleigh.
Well, let's sing Baby Shark with
Yeah.
Big Fong and Baby Shark.
Woohoo!
Baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark. Mommy shark, do 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 do, mommy shark, do 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 do, mommy shark, do 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 do, mommy shark. Daddy shark, do 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 do, daddy shark, do 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 do, daddy shark, do 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 do, daddy shark. Grandma shark, do 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 do, grandma shark, do 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 do, grandma shark, do 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 do, grandma shark. Grandpa shark, do 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 do, grandpa shark, do 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 do, grandpa shark, do 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 do, grandpa shark. Run away, 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 run away. Christmas tree, Christmas tree, Christmas tree, Christmas tree. Star on top, star on top, star on top, star on top. Wrap the present, wrap the present, wrap the present, wrap the presents. Santa Claus, Santa Claus, Santa Claus, Santa Claus. Mrs. Claus, Mrs. Claus, Mrs. Claus, Mrs. Claus. Ride the sleigh, 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 ride the sleigh. Merry Christmas.
What about a big clap for our incredible Christmas tree, the dancing tree? See you next year, dancing tree.
Thank you, everybody. You were absolutely wonderful. Thank you, Cindy. Woo! Well, it's great to be here to celebrate the big 40th birthday of Carol's, everybody. What about it?
We're when we finished our song, we were supposed to have a special guest from the North Pole. Do you know who we mean?
You're right, everybody. It's Santa, the Santa Claus. But he's not here. Maybe he's lost. Maybe he can't find us. How about everybody? Let's make some noise to make sure he knows where we are. Come on.
Everybody, give me an S.
Give me an A. This is working.
Give me an N.
Give me a T.
Give me an A.
What does it spell?
My favourite song, Jingle Bells. Let's see the reindeer antlers in the air. Come on, everybody, up in the air.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. Oh, what fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail tree, reindeer's dearest bride. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open
Now we know it's Christmas, and coming up, a classic carol sing-along with the young stars of Australian opera, plus Todd McKenney and Rachael Beck on Woolworths Carols in the Domain. Oh, we hope you're having the best Christmas ever here at Woolworths Carols in the Domain. We have gathered a real treasure trove of your favourite carols and songs to really make this Australia's biggest Christmas party ever.
Yep, that's what we want to do. And to add to the party, here's some of the country's biggest and most beautiful voices to perform the magnificent Hark the Herald Angels Sing.
These are your favourites, Nat, aren't they? The young stars of Australian opera.
Angels sing.
That was incredible, amazing. Those voices together just create magic and certainly lift spirits. Don't we need it today to lift our spirits after the year we've had? It's been a tough year or so for a lot of people, but Christmas is a time for getting together, sharing a meal, a time to reflect and think of others. I like the way Woolworths get behind Oz Harvest to make sure that surplus food that once upon a time would have gone to waste is redirected to where it's needed most, out in the community. It's a wonderful example of Aussies stepping up to help Aussies, and you can help support this campaign when you're next at Woolies. Here's a story we put together so you can see how you can make a real difference.
I was homeless with my family for, was probably the second or third time. We had nowhere to sleep. We had no idea where we were going to get our next meal from. With Oz Harvest, we got access to fresh fruit and veg, bread. I just honestly think that without it, I wouldn't be where I am today. It drives my imagination wild to think like how many different stories people have that come through the one place. You go to all these community centres or the charities, you know that food is going to other people who have their own stories.
That's the point of it. There's the environmental factor where we're reducing food going to the bin.
Yep.
And then there's also the social factor where that food is being repurposed and given to people who need food.
Yeah. How many charities would you go to in a run?
On average, in a day, it'd probably be about 5. And they range from homeless to women's refuges, disability, homeless youth. And we'll probably go to about 10 to 12 Woolworths stores on average in a day.
Wow. That's a lot of driving.
It's a lot of driving.
That's a lot of driving. I think the partnership between Oz Harvest and Woolworths is important because during this time of year there's a lot of struggling families.
The amount of food that we receive wouldn't be as abundant as it is now.
I love that our customers at Woolworths can get involved with donating to Oz Harvest. It makes me feel good that we're doing something to better society. Feeding people.
Feeding people.
Koch, I really love this project. Thank you very much to Emily and Sage for sharing your stories. And thank you very much, Woolies, for sending your surplus food out to such a great cause. By working with Oz Harvest, Woolies is getting out into the community to help people who need it. How good is that?
Yeah, but this time of the year especially. Now, Woolies have just told us they're almost at their target of $3.5 million. So come on, Australia, let's make this happen. Even 50 cents when you're at your Woolies checkout will do a world of good this Christmas.
Yeah, I think we all need a little Christmas, don't we, right about now? Spread a bit of magic, add a little sparkle, with 2 absolute stars of Australian musical theatre, Rachael, Beck and Todd McKenney.
Stopping, maybe rushing things, but deck the halls again now. For we need a little Christmas right this very minute. Candles in the window, carols at the spinach. Yes, we need a little Christmas right this very minute. We need a little Christmas now.
Climb down the chimney, turn on the brightest string of lights I've ever seen.
Slice up the fruit cake. It's time we hung some tinsel on that evergreen bough. For we've grown a little leaner,
Grown a little colder,
grown a little sadder,
grown a little older.
and I need a little angel sitting on my shoulder.
We need a little Christmas now. All out the holly. It's been a long time since I felt good neighborly. Fill up the stocking.
Rachel Beck, it's 2 days until Christmas Day now. For we need a little Christmas right this very minute. Candles in the window with carols at the spinach. Yes, we need a little Christmas right this very minute.
It hasn't rained a single flurry.
But Rachel dear, we're in a hurry.
Climb down the chimney. It's been a long time since I felt good neighborly.
Slice up the fruit cake. It's time we hung some tinsel on that baby
Todd, McKenney and Rachael, Beck. And next up, Home and Away and the stars of Moulin Rouge the musical. Right here on the 40th anniversary, Woolworths, Carols in the Domain. Welcome back. We hope you're having the time of your life singing your favourite carols.
Now, during the break, the crowd here were rehearsing for the next big performance. We've been practicing with our Energizer battery-powered candles, and we are ready to put on a show. It is a little surprise.
Oh, this is going to be big because Summer Bay has come to the Domain. Yes, you got it. The cast from Home and Away.
Ethan Brown, Adam Rowland, Angelina Thompson, Emily Weir,
Jackie Purvis, Luke Van Os, Matt Evans, Stephanie Panozzo.
Let's get our Christmas wave going. Merry Christmas, baby.
Fantastic. Oh, I love, very cool. Yeah, take that, everyone. Merry Christmas, baby. The cast from Home and Away there, supported by the crowd doing the Christmas wave. Love it.
Yeah, and can I just send another shout out to Energizer because there's a lot of candles here tonight, so we needed lots of batteries, and Energizer were only too happy to come to the party and help us out, so thank you.
Thank you. And there's lots to do during the day here too, as Candace Dixon discovered.
I've had the best time at the Woolworths Carols in the Domain. Can you believe it's the 40th anniversary? It's been so much fun and there's been so many memorable moments to treasure. I went into full Disney princess mode on the Beauty and the Beast swing. I even dressed the part. And
behind at the wheel of a Disney cruise ship. Ahoy there! I dropped into Destination Canada to meet the stilt walkers. And even got to go inside a giant snow globe. I stepped into Woolworths' Wonders of Christmas to meet Santa. Merry Christmas,
Merry
Santa.
Christmas.
I'm here to make sure I'm still on your nice list, right?
Maybe.
I think I've got to work on that. I'll see you soon. Then I took heaps of cracker Christmas photos. I had some delicious food, chips on a stick. I got to meet the energetic Mr. E. High five. I picked up a candle bag from the Salvos. Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
I got my glow on at the New Ideas Sparkle Studio. I've always wanted to be on the front cover of New Idea, and now's my chance. I even got to walk the red carpet. And now I'm living the high life, having my very own Sheraton high tea. Darlings, I've had an absolute ball. Cheers, Kochie and Nat.
Well, Candace, that looks a lot of fun, but I tell you, that Sheraton high tea sure is doing it in style, isn't it?
It looks lovely. It looks a treat. So is this next performance. Moulin Rouge, the musical, is wrapping up at Sydney's Capitol Theatre on January the 28th, then heads off to Perth, to Brisbane and then to Melbourne. But tonight, we've got the stars of the show. From Moulin Rouge, the musical, the extraordinarily talented Alinta Chidzey.
Do you ever feel so paper thin, like a house of cards, one blow from caving in? Do you ever feel already buried deep, 6 feet under screams, but no one seems to hear a thing? Do you know that there's still a chance for you? 'Cause there's a spark in you. You just gotta ignite the light and let it shine. Just on the night, like the 4th of July. You don't have to feel like a waste of space. You're an original, cannot be replaced. If you only knew what the future holds. After a hurricane comes a rainbow. Maybe the reason why all the doors are closed, so you could open one that leads you to that perfect road. Like a lightning bolt, your heart will glow. And when it's time, you know, you just gotta ignite the light and let it shine. Just on the night, like the 4th of July. 'Cause baby, you're a firework. Come on and show the world you are. Make 'em go, oh, oh, as you shoot across the sky. Baby, you're a firework. Come on and let your colors burst. Make 'em go, oh, oh, you're gonna leave them falling off. Do you ever feel so paper thin, like a house of cards, one blow from caving in? Now please welcome to the stage my co-star and dear friend from the Moulin Rouge the musical, Flanagan.
Joy to the world, the
nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and heaven and nature sing.
What about that? The stars from Moulin Rouge to musical. And coming up, Mickey and Minnie set sail and we cross to Italy for a Bocelli family Christmas. Right here on Woolworths, Carols in the Domain.
Welcome back, everyone. We hope you are loving Woolworths Carols in the Domain, wherever you are this evening, whether you're here with your friends and family or you're watching from home.
I don't know if you've had a chance, though, to check out the exciting Disney Magic at Sea cruise experience from Disney Cruise Line, but it looks fantastic, perfect for families.
Yeah, for the first time ever, Disney Cruise Line is setting sail from Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane and Auckland starting in October next year.
Well, the kids are going to impress me right from now, I reckon. It'll be so magical on board with Broadway quality musicals, themed deck parties, imaginative dining and appearances by many of your beloved friends from Disney, Pixar, Marvel and also Star Wars.
You should definitely take all the grandkids. I can see you doing that.
I can imagine.
So tonight we have two of those very special friends with us for a sail away party. Everyone's invited for a magical performance led by one of the stars of the upcoming Disney 100 The Concert, Genevieve McCarthy. Set sail, Australia.
Welcome all you dreamers, all aboard believers. With the wind we begin and we're coming alive. Hey, we're in a hurry, cast ashore your worry. It all starts with a heart that can be your guide. Maybe you'll remember the child deep inside of you. Maybe you'll discover you've waited all of your life for something more. Let's go together, we set sail. Our wish is all you need to travel far, to seize adventure, journey onward.
hands up. Good time. Oh yeah, we're gonna dance all night.
Captain Mickey and Captain Minnie, Genevieve, McCarthy and Blake Appelqvist leading a really wonderful sail away party there for us as part of Disney Magic at Sea.
Now, Nat, you know how much I love building out a big opera number.
Oh, no, please.
Don't you? Yes, well, you can imagine my excitement. A month or so ago, when one of my very absolute favourite singers was here for a huge sellout tour, I actually got to meet him, one of the world's greatest classical opera stars of our time.
I really hope you didn't sing for him.
Thought about it, but no. I'm talking about none other than the great Andrea Bocelli. Get this, he's recorded 15 solo albums, 3 greatest hit albums, 9 complete operas, and sold over 90 million records worldwide.
Amazing, isn't it? With their new album, A Family Christmas, out now, the extraordinary Andrea Bocelli, his daughter Virginia, and son Matteo have something very special for us tonight.
That's right, Nat, in a worldwide exclusive and recorded especially for us here at Woolworths Carols in the Domain from Tuscany, the Bocelli family.
Hello, David and Natalie. I'm very sorry that I cannot be with you, but we left a present under the Christmas tree.
And we wish everyone a very happy 40th anniversary for Woolworths Carols in the Domain. And we also wish you a wonderful night. And from the Bocelli family to yours, we wish you a very Merry Christmas.
Thank you to Andrea, Virginia and Matteo, and we wish you a wonderful family Christmas.
That was beautiful, wasn't it? Coming up, A Winter Wonderland starring Hugh Sheridan, Rhonda Burchmore and Grammy Award winner Leo Sayer singing Up a Storm on Woolworths Carols in the Domain.
Hey Australia, this is Shania Twain here, and I just wanted to wish you guys a happy holidays and a great time at the 40th anniversary of the Carols in the Domain. I'll be having a very snowy Christmas holiday, so you'll have to come and visit me in Canada, where we have snow at your time of year, this time of year. But anyways, enjoy your fabulous holiday season.
One of the world's most famous Canadians,
Yes.
Shania Twain. Thanks for the shout out, Shania.
Oh, I love Shania. I can't wait until February for her new album. It's called Queen of Me. Now, I love Christmas in Australia, of course, but wouldn't it be wonderful to have a white Christmas?
Well, Nat, we're about to get a taste of a Northern Hemisphere White Christmas because we reached out to the gang at Destination Canada to help us transform the Domain into a Canadian winter wonderland.
Yep, it's Christmas. It's the most magical time of the year. So let's close our eyes. Imagine we're in a Canadian winter wonderland. Let it snow, and we'll have that white Christmas.
Here's Hugh Sheridan, Rhonda Burchmore and Grammy Award winner Leo Sayer to take us on a magical journey.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, oh, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. It doesn't show signs of stopping, and I bought some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Oh, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I'll hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. The fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbying. As long as you love me so, oh, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow, yeah! Come on, Sydney! When we finally kiss goodnight, how I'll hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. The fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbye. But as long as you love me so, oh, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Ladies and gentlemen, my favorite Rhonda Burchmore!
Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight, we're happy tonight. We're walking in a winter wonderland. Gone away is a bluebird, in a state is that new bird. He sings a love song as he goes along, walking in a winter wonderland. In a meadow we can build a snowman and pretend that he is Parson Brown. He'll say, are you married? We'll say, no sir. You can do the job while you're in town. Later on we'll conspire as we dream by the fire to face unafraid the plans that we made, walking in a winter wonderland. Woo! Now I do a little dance in the snow, boys. Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight, we're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland. Walking in a winter, walking in a winter, we're walking in a winter wonderland. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the legendary Mr. Leo Sayer.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where treetops glisten and children listen to hear those sleigh bells in the snow. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. Oh, may your days be merry and bright. Woo! And may all your Christmases be white. Christmas with every Christmas card I write. Oh, may your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. Oh yeah. And may all your Christmases be white. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas, everybody!
Oh, Leo, Rhonda and Hugh, good luck in Tick Took Boom. Thank you for transporting us to Canada for a bit of a white Christmas. Next up, the cast of Cinderella, mezzo-soprano Sylvia Colocca and Mark Vincent leads Australia's biggest choir right here on Woolworths Carols in the Domain.
We hope we're able to lift your spirits this year, celebrate the joy of Christmas and also help others in need.
And thanks to the New South Wales Government for supporting the carols.
And to have so many great artists give up their time to perform for us to help raise some much needed funds for the Salvos.
Well, here's a little Christmas gift that's sure to lift your spirits. Tonight, the cast of Cinderella performed their spectacular show at the Lyric Theatre. Then they rushed onto a waiting bus straight here to the Domain.
This really is Australia's biggest Christmas party, gang. It's a huge show about to get even bigger as we welcome the cast of Cinderella for a lovely night.
A charming prince, as charming as a prince could ever be.
The stars in a hazy heaven tremble above you while he's whispering,
darling, I love you.
You say goodbye, away you fly, but on your lips you'll keep a kiss.
All your life you'll dream of this lovely On behalf of the Cinderella Company, we'd like to wish you a very Merry Christmas.
A lovely night, a lovely night, a finer night you know you'll never see.
La la la, la la la, la la la. You meet your prince, a charming prince, as charming as a prince will ever be. La la la, la la la, la la la.
The stars in a hazy heaven tremble above you while he's whispering,
darling, I love you.
You say goodbye, away you fly, but on your lips you keep a kiss.
All your life you'll dream of this
lovely, lovely night.
Hello to all the little kids out there, and the big kids too. If you know this next song, please join in. We'd love to hear you singing very loudly.
deck the halls with boughs of holly.
La 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 la. It's a season to be jolly. La 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel. La 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 la.
Troll the ancient Christmas carol.
La 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 la.
Join the chorus.
La 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 la.
Follow
Merry Angel. La 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 la.
while I tell of Christmas treasure.
La 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 la.
la 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 la. Sing we joyous all together, la 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 la. Heedless of the wind and weather, la 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 la. La 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 la.
All your life you'll dream of this lovely, 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 lovely night.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly.
Oh, Cinderella there, and they will be decking the Lyric Theatre Sydney until the end of January. But right now, we're heading way up north to say hi to one of the greatest songwriters and musicians of all time.
47 Grammy nominations, 16 times a Grammy winner.
He's written or produced for Celine Dion, Michael Bublé, Barbara Streisand, Natalie Cole, Josh Groban, and our very own, the wonderful Olivia Newton-John.
The beautiful Christmas song, Grown Up Christmas List.
He scored Oscar nominations for I Have Nothing from The Bodyguard and, of course, The Prayer.
Yep, we're talking about David Foster.
David, not bad for a young bloke out of Canada.
What's up, Australia? And thanks so much, Nat and David. Yes, not too bad, but I really do love Christmas. It's my favorite time of the year, especially this year because my wife Kat and I did a Christmas album called Christmas Songs. You ought to get it. It's really good.
Yeah, David, congratulations on an amazing career. It's a real honour to have you with us tonight.
Sure, I'd love to. The honor is all mine. And thanks for dropping in to say hello. You should all come up to Canada next year for our White Christmas.
Oh, that's an invitation. We'd love to come up, but David, a White Christmas in Canada would be amazing. But tell us about The Prayer.
Well, Carol Bayer Sager and I wrote The Prayer back in 1998. It has been recorded by Celine Dion and Andrea Bocelli and Barbara Streisand and so many more artists. But tonight, I'm proud that it's being performed in the Domain by Mark Vincent together with Sylvia Coloca. Happy 40th anniversary.
La luce che tu dai, I pray we'll find you nel cuore sterai, and hold it in our heart, a ricordarci che when stars go out each night, l'eterna stella sei nella mia preghiera. Let this be your prayer. Quanta fede c'è when shadows fill our days. Lead us to a place. Guide us with your grace. Give us faith so we'll be saved. Sogniamo un mondo senza più violenza.
Sylvia Kolocka, everyone give her a big round of applause. Oh, thank you so much, Sylvia, and everyone. And of course, thank you, David Foster, for introducing us. What a privilege for Sylvia and I. And now, I would like to continue one of the great traditions, hear at carols, and perform the Holy City. But this year, we've put special microphones in the crowd, so sing it with me. Are we ready? Will you sing with me? The words are in the New ID songbook, so sing it loud because this is going to be Australia's biggest choir. Here we go. Last night I lay a-sleeping, there came a dream so fair. I stood in old Jerusalem, beside the temple there. I heard the children singing, and ever as they sang, methought the voice of angels from heaven in answer rang. Methought the voice of angels from heaven in answer rang. Jerusalem, Jerusalem, lift up your gates and sing. Hosanna in the highest, Hosanna to your King. Let's wave those candles side to side. That's it, everyone. And once again the scene was changed. New earth they seemed to be. I saw the holy city beside the tireless sea. The light of God was on its streets. The gates were open wide, and all who would might enter, and no one was denied. No need of moon or stars by night, or sun to shine by day. It was the New Jerusalem that would not pass away. It was the New Jerusalem that would not pass away. This is your turn to sing. Here we go, everybody. Everyone.
Australia's favourite tenor and all-time great guy Mark Vincent and Australia's biggest choir. That was magnificent. Next up, Sylvia Kolocka sings Silent Night, Tom Burlinson, Paulini and more on Woolworths, Carols in the Domain.
we hope you're enjoying the 40th Woolworths Carols in the Domain. It is a fantastic tradition, Nat.
Yeah, we love it. And we're not the only ones celebrating a 40th anniversary. You know, the Man from Snow River movie is also 40.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Everyone's getting old. So how fitting is it that the star of that Aussie classic is with us tonight?
Yeah, Jim Craig himself here with the Christmas song, the one, the only Tom Burlinson.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose, Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe help to make the season bright. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh. And every mother's child is gotta spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Though it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. They know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh. And every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Though it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas to you.
It is so fantastic to have Tom Burlinson back here in the Domain, isn't it?
And thanks to all the artists giving their time tonight to help the Salvos, and you can too. This Christmas, the Salvos will help distribute around 300,000 gifts and toys.
That is amazing. All we ask of you is to spare a few tax-deductible dollars for the Salvos.
I love our traditions here, and a very special carol we've always sung is Silent Night. Let's relive just some of the artists who've performed it over the years.
Round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in
Wow, there's some beautiful memories there, aren't there?
I love that. What a great idea. Now let's grab our new idea songbook and sing along to perhaps the most beautiful carol of all. Please welcome back the very beautiful Sylvia Caloca.
Oh, Sylvia Kalocka, the best yet. That was beautiful,
Yeah.
wasn't it? And congratulations on the new album as well.
And thanks to the Salvation Army and Carol's Choir, Australian Girls Choir, all singing carolettes, and 85 international dancers.
Energizer for so generously powering us up here tonight. Thanks to Mickey, Minnie and Disney Magic at Sea.
And Smooth FM, the New South Wales Government, the Royal Botanic Gardens, New Idea for the Songbook, and the Sheraton Grant really looking after us. They've been superb. And the woman who started this event, founder Robin Hobbs.
Yep, here. To Destination Canada, thanks for the big prize of a trip for 4 people flying Air Canada from Sydney to British Columbia, where you'll stay in a very flashy ski resort. That's the trip of a lifetime right there. All the best to the winner of that.
Now, you all may want to join in for this if you can, because we're about to do some hot gospeling with the Rejoice Gospel Choir and the amazing Paulini. Here we go.
Come on, everyone, put your hands together. Hey! Jesus, Jesus, hey! Jesus, Jesus. Oh, what a wonderful child. What a wonderful child. Oh, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Hey, so lowly, meek and mild. Oh, new life, new hope, new joy He brings. Won't you listen to the angels sing? Come on. Glory, 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 glory to the newborn King. Hey, He was heralded by the angels, born in a lowly manger. The Virgin Mary was His mother, and Joseph was His earthly father. Hey, 3 wise men came from afar. They were guided by a shining star to see King Jesus where He laid in the manger, filled with hay. Oh, Jesus, Jesus, Almighty God. Hey, Jesus, oh, Jesus, oh, so lonely. Come on, everyone, put your hands together. You life, you hope, joy He brings. Won't you listen to the angels sing? Glory, glory, glory to the newborn King. Jesus, yes, Jesus, Almighty God. Oh, Jesus, Jesus, oh, Jesus, Jesus, oh, Jesus, Jesus, hey, yeah. Glory, glory, glory to the
We are celebrating 40 years with Australia's biggest Christmas party, and we're not done yet. With a huge cast and great sing-alongs on Woolworths Carols in the Domain.
So this is Christmas, and what have you done? Another year over, and a new one just begun. And so this is Christmas, but I hope you have fun. The near and the dear Let's hope it's a good one without any fear. And so this is Christmas, for weak and for strong, for the rich ones and poor ones. Oh, the road is so long. And so happy Christmas for black and for white, for the yellow and red ones. Let's stop all the fight. A very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Let's hope it's a good one without any fear. And so this is Christmas. What have we done? Another year over. You are just begun. So happy Christmas. We hope you have fun. The near and the dear ones, the old and the young. A very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Let's hope it's a good one without any fear. All together, everybody, come on. War is over if you want it. War is over now. War is over if you want it. War is over now. Happy Christmas!
What a night it has been. Absolutely amazing. From Nat and I, from Sunrise, thank you for celebrating your Christmas with us. Thanks to all our wonderful artists. Haven't they been fantastic? Who so generously give up their time, all to help the salvo. So thank you, everyone.
Oh, we love this night. A very special thanks again to Woolies for backing this event for 18 marvellous years.
Thanks to Channel 7 for broadcast here since 1988. Good night, everyone. Have a very Merry Christmas.
And a safe and a very happy New Year. Merry Christmas, Australia.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, oh, let it snow,